few weeks ago, I made a video talking about there is a storm coming. Okay. Final Fantasy just released, Destined Rivals just released, and One Piece just released. I talked about all those releases going back to back to back. That's going to soften up the market. A lot of people are selling off a lot of their stuff to get these newest and chase the hottest sets. That's going to cause an issue. And with Black Bolt and White Flare just around the corner, I don't think that the Pokemon market is going to keep rising. I'm gonna talk about Black Bolt and White Flare real quick. Now, I know this is going to be a hot take, but I don't think it's going to perform well. Okay. I said this earlier. The Unova region has some of the most forgotten about Pokemon throughout all of its history. When it comes down to numbers, it's performed the worst. So it might spark a lot of interest from those generations that grew up on it. And there is hype behind it, but I don't think it's organic. I think it's manufactured hype, especially a lot of the content creators that all they sell is sealed product and they get stuff from distribution. They're going to push that product. They're going to create some buzz around it. You know what I mean? And they're going to sell it to you. That's it's just plain as day. But I don't think you should fall for this one. Like Black Bolt and White Flare is going to be printed for, again, it's not even out yet, but things stay in a print run for at least like 2 years. You have to understand that. Generally speaking, if a product just comes out for 2 years straight, you will get some type of print run. Okay. It might not be as fast as you want, but it's coming. Same thing with Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolution, Destined Rivals, Journey Together. All of those are going to be printed for the next year plus. So I don't know when people are going to stop chasing. I think people are getting burnt out. I'm starting to see it. We are at this like peak right now. I don't know if it's going to go up much higher, but it's not crashing by any means. It's still a strong market. Like for anyone who says it's a bear market or it's turning bear, you are bugging. Okay. It's still super strong. Like you don't know what a bear market is if you think this is bear. But generally speaking, I think Black Bolt and White Flare is not going to perform well. A lot of the IRs, a lot of the special art rares too, I think they're mid. And not because I don't like the Pokemon, they just try to do too much. The Reshiram and the Zekrom, those are fire. Okay. I do like the way those look. And I think those two cards are going to carry that whole set. Just like those are the two characters that really carried Black and White, the Unova region, throughout all of history anyway. Zekrom and Reshiram are always going to be fan favorites. And they did really good with those cards. But other than that, I mean, yeah, there are some really cool ones, but for the majority, I think they fucked up. 160, you're pretty much turning illustration rares into a regular rare at this point. It's not special. People are going to look at it like, oh, I like the art. But if it comes in every pack, if there's that many of them, it's just not going to, it's not going to turn out what Pokemon thinks. And I'm really curious on what made them do this because I see what Magic is doing and some other Union Arena, some card games are really introducing the collectible portion of it. Pokemon is a thing of its own. I get that. But instead of printing 160 art rares, how about maybe we incorporate a very rare variant that has different coloration, like neon or maybe a black and white, like negative print or something where it's a unique and it's for a collector. Okay, maybe serialized Pokemon cards, that would be freaking insane, right? But we saw it with the Mew, the Chinese Mew that came out, and there's only a limited print run of those, about 1,000 plus. I forgot the exact number. But if Pokemon went into that direction, I think that's when they're gonna hit the home run. That's when people will go really nuts over it. So instead of printing a fuck ton of art rares, I think you're saturating what those hits are, in my opinion. Again, this is all opinion based. So don't get butthurt over this. This is just how I'm thinking. Okay. I might be completely wrong, and Black Bolt and White Flare might knock it out the park, hit a home run, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And that's no disrespect to anyone who really likes it. I'm just talking about the data and the numbers. Majority of the newest collectors that are going to be buying Black Bolt and White Flare have probably never seen some of those Pokemon in their life. And I just think it's like a great value base set. Like you got Zubat from base set, and you got Woobat, a fluffy bat. So, and that's just one example. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and beat a dead horse, but that's my opinion on it. That's just my prediction. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Is Black Bolt White Flare going to even pump up Pokemon even more, and more people are going to come in? Is it going to be a home run set, or is it a dud? All right, I think it's a dud, but keep on keeping on.